After Fulio got killed, I decided to go through all my interviews and write down all the people I interviewed that have died violently. I counted 19 people. Jimmy Wapo, 21, Doe B, 22, Jay the Youngin, 24, BTB Savage, 26, FBG Duck, 26, Fulio, 26, Mo 3, 28, Draco the Ruler, 28, Takeoff, 28, Chinks Drugs, 31, E-Day 632, Big Low, 33, Slim 433, Nipsey Hussle, 33, Young Greatness, 34, Snooty Wild, 36, Young Dolph, 36, The Jacket, 37, Gonzo, 45.
DJ Vlad names the amount of artists he has interviewed on his platform that have had a violent death. This is Fresh Hip-Hop Opinion with your guy Olize. Don't forget to subscribe. So DJ Vlad has recently on his platform been speaking about the amount of artists that he has interviewed that have died from violent deaths. And I think it's been a bad idea because obviously Vlad divides opinion. People call him a culture vulture and someone that exploits young artists. And just naming the amount of artists, saying that he asks questions that get people into a lot of trouble with the feds or with their rivals in the street. So actually putting a segment in his interview saying the amount of people who have died after he interviews, it's just not a good look. Now it's not Vlad's fault that these guys have problems, and the people that he interviews should know what to say and what not to say. He doesn't force them to answer any of the questions. But people do pose the question, why does Vlad even ask the questions in the first place? Now Joe Budden and his crew on the Joe Budden podcast were discussing this as well. Check out the clip.
If you're giving a warning to somebody, look, I don't like the path you're going on, and the reason I don't like the path you're going on is because I've seen it in the past.
I've seen the results.
Mm-hmm. I gotta say, I mean, as much as I would love to disagree with Vlad, because he's one of my least favorite people in the world, I gotta say, that ain't wrong.
Right message, wrong messenger.
Yes. And also don't exploit it. Don't bring them on and have them crash out on on film for views. Yeah. That's what I don't respect. That's what I've always disagreed with Vlad on, is like creating a spectacle out of this. I used to watch AR Ab go on. Man. Shout out to Ab, that's my brother. I used to
free him.
You know, I used to watch him going, and I would hit Ab with myself, like, yo, like
what you thought? Yeah. He was going up there a little reckless.
But as an interviewer, I wouldn't air that.
A lot of times we also have to blame the artist for sitting there. Like, we can't blame them on being high.
That's how I look at that, yo.
You like, sat there and you want to talk. You like the attention that come with that. You just don't know the ramifications that come with it.
I really believe you can't get mad at nobody putting out what you gave them.
That is true.
I stand in that. Like, if you don't, I say all the time, yo, if you don't want it out, don't say it.
But he also goes digging for that. And
yes.
Again,
All right, that's different.
And he has a right to go dig for it, and artists have at some point we gotta say, stop going there. There's a million other places you could go and not be exploited that way. So I'm not saying he's doing anything like illegal. Vlad has a right to do that exploitative. Yeah. I hope at some point we stop going there and allowing him.
We have to have another outlet then.
And that's it.
Why do we hold Vlad to this standard?
Yeah. He's interviewing people who they're using the interview to put active cases on you.
He claims to be part of the culture. And in the culture, that's why he gets the interviews. That's why he's in the mix. And I'm just saying,
he is part of the culture.
That's what makes it exploitative.
Yeah, fam. A bit of a mixed reaction from the Joe Budden podcast co-host. Now the guy from BET, I forget his name, he obviously doesn't like DJ Vlad, even though he's been on Vlad's platform in the past. But the main example they brought up was AR Ab, who I remember, he's one of the reasons why Vlad TV was as big as it was. Obviously Vlad had a big channel already, but I remember those AR Ab interviews where he would just go off, speak on so many incriminating and illegal topics. And like I said, Vlad isn't supposed to tell AR-Ab not to speak. AR-Ab's a big man. He should have had the sense to not speak of illegal activities on camera. Vlad deliberately gets young artists who are not media trained and asks them probing and controversial questions, knowing more or less they're gonna give a controversial answer. And that's where people feel like Vlad, even though it's not his responsibility, he should take the responsibility as an older man who understands the potential repercussions to not ask the probing questions. I mean, Vlad has the biggest indicator of how dangerous his interviews can be, the questions he asks anyway, by just the fact that 18 or 19 artists have died from violence after he interviews them. But should Vlad be held accountable for these artists who just say too much in front of the cameras on this massive platform, where some of the times it results in them losing their lives? I can see both ends of the spectrum. I can see both points of view. I do think Vlad should take some responsibility for asking less provoking questions. But at the same time, like a lot of people have said, Vlad does not force anybody to say anything they don't want to say. I'm sitting on the fence on that one. I can't blame Vlad, but that's just my opinion. I want to know yours. Leave a comment below, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. It's fresh hip hop opinion. Peace and love.